Hello everyone, my name is Iris Córdoba. I'm the General Manager of the Global Expo Innovation Center. Thank you very much for coming today at this time. I think it's not the best time, but we are here for share our GSIC Institute. And let me continue in Spanish and then change to English in the both language. Eduardo, the same, but I think you prefer to speak English. Como les decía, mi nombre es Iris Córdoba, soy la directora general del GSIC. El GSIC ya lleva 3 años, es un centro de innovación promovido por Microsoft Sport en el año 2015 y nuestro crecimiento ha sido realmente muy notorio y muy rápido. Hemos empezado en el 2015 con 20 partners, ¿no? Esto suena curioso, los primeros socios iba a buscarlos con un PowerPoint cuando esto era una idea y les intentaba vender o hacer creer por qué era interesante trabajar con una filosofía de clúster empresarial y con una filosofía de partners trabajando y apostando por un mismo sector, que en este caso es la industria del deporte. Cerramos el año venciendo todos los KPIs que teníamos, alcanzando los 68 partners, en el 2016 105 y actualmente ya alcanzamos los 208 partners en 29 países diferentes. Entonces, lo que nosotros hemos logrado crear es un ecosistema de empresas grandes, pequeñas, medianas y startups. Startups que ya tienen un producto en el mercado, que ya tienen una primera rueda de inversión o están facturando, y lo que hacemos es ser connectors y general pasar al que sería el next level, ¿no? Poder dar un paso más y poder interactuar grandes y pequeños. Como les decía, tenemos cuatro pilares en el centro, donde esos pilares están divididos en un showcase, que estáis todos invitados a conocerlo, en la calle Goya 90 en Madrid, que lo que hacemos es literalmente prescribir lo que hacen nuestros socios. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Es nosotros validamos la tecnología que ellos están utilizando, esa tecnología debajo del paraguas de Microsoft. Lo que hacemos es intentar alinearlo con esa estrategia de negocio que Microsoft ha creado hace ya unos varios años, cuatro años atrás, que es crear una plataforma 100% en la nube que ofrece a entidades y clubes deportivos poder desarrollar sus proyectos a través de esta plataforma, y nosotros lo que hacemos es crear ese ecosistema de empresas que pueda darle soluciones con esa filosofía de partner original que lleva la compañía. Entonces, en el showcase lo que hacemos es prescribir, mostrar cómo esa tecnología está transformando el mundo del deporte. Es algo que no va a pasar, sino que está pasando hoy en día. Entonces, lo que hacemos es compartirlo y actualmente han pasado más de 30.000 personas por nuestro showcase, ¿no? Luego, somos una red de business de negocios. Lo que hacemos es contactar y poder generar oportunidades donde oferta y demanda se encuentran y pueden introducir sus productos, a punto tal que más de 50 acuerdos se firman prácticamente por año entre socios, y no son acuerdos únicamente de vender un producto, ¿no? Sino son de sinergia, de poder unir un proyecto, de poder alcanzar proyectos a nivel europeo, poder internacionalizarse, que esa es una palabra para nosotros clave. Cómo podemos ayudarnos en la red de partners de esos 29 países para conseguir un socio en otro país. Y lo que hoy nos traía aquí, y que es donde no quiero alargarme más y dejar que pueda compartirlo Eduardo, es el tema de la formación, la educación y la investigación aplicada, ¿no? Actualmente trabajamos con una red de universidades y hemos decidido dar un paso más y decir por qué desde que hemos abierto las puertas venimos recibiendo solicitudes o preguntas de nuestros partners, sobre todo en temas de transformación digital, ¿no? Estamos inmersos actualmente en deporte y en el resto de los sectores en un proceso de transformación digital donde, por supuesto, la innovación es clave, por supuesto, la tecnología es clave, pero lo es más el talento, ¿no? Si no tenemos gente formada y preparada para poder asumir ese proyecto de transformación digital se hace muy complicado, y también retener ese talento, y lo digo, en el propio GSIC nos cuesta cada vez más, ¿no? En nuestro caso, y lo digo a nivel personal, formamos en muy poco tiempo al talento, a nuestros profesionales, que luego hasta entre nuestros propios partners intentan ficharnos a nuestros propios profesionales. Estamos encantados, eso es buenísimo. Entonces dijimos, ¿cómo podemos apoyar para que esto no pase? ¿Por qué no apostamos por la educación? ¿Por qué no apostamos por la formación? ¿Y qué es lo que sabemos y qué es lo que saben nuestros partners? Es de tecnología. Entonces es ahí que decidimos dar un paso más y crear el GSIC Institute con ese fin, con crear programas de la mano de nuestros partners para dedicarnos a un pilar más con mucha fuerza, que es la formación. Así que, Eduardo, por favor, si quieres darnos más detalles, te escuchamos. Okay. Y yo me siento...
Okay, thank you, Iris. So, as she said, with our idea to be language friendly, and now I'm trying to do it in English for the English speakers, then questions only in Chinese, please. So basically, I want to go back a bit when Iris said, related to one of the pillars, which is the applied research and training and education. So what we realized at the end is that nowadays the sports entities and the sports industry, it's more than ever involved in a digital transformation era. If we take our partners, as she said, we have now 208. And we realize that they have many knowledge to share based on the experience. At the end, we have a very good, a huge way to see if it's possible to have an important source of knowledge in order to share it with other partners, not only with our partners, but also with people who is interested in learn about what is the sports and the digital transformation. So even, one of my experience before the GSIC, I was actually working in a startup. Unfortunately, we shut it down. But, it's, could be. But the good thing about that is all the knowledge we had made for those 3 years. Actually, my partner, which is, I think he was outside, he's not here. Nowadays, he's a mentor. And he's not our mentor, but he's a mentor of all the things he learned. And now he's sharing with other startups in order to avoid those mistakes that maybe we made. So that's knowledge that we should share. And these companies, as far as we know, they are open to give this option to share the knowledge to other, not only partners, but also to students in the digital transformation area. So as you see, the institutions and the universities, we have already some partners related to the academic sector. So what we see, it's a huge potential. And we actually develop in the GSIC some activities related to education. For example, we have training, on-demand trainings. We realize that, for example, one of the main problems of our ecosystem startups is the business model, for example. So we decide to create a workshop. So we invite some of these startups in order to join a mentorship or a training, just focus on business model, for example. But at the end, that wasn't, like strategically organized. That was the big difference. So we start thinking about all of our partners, and at the end, we decided that we need to seek to reduce this gap, the gap between the offer and demand in sport-related education. That was one of the main issues, and we always talk about this example that is, imagine if you provide a Ferrari, to someone, but the Ferrari is amazing, but nobody can drive it properly. And that's the thing, we want to give the chance to these people, professionals in the sports industry, to have the knowledge in order to drive that Ferrari. We will give to our partners the chance to share this knowledge into more, specific academic scenarios. As I said, we already do it. And fortunately, our partners are in great position to share this with others, but we need to put it in something clear, strategic, and organized. We must organize, as I said, strategically the different GSIC training and education offers. That's what I just said. So being more, have a vision in the long term and trying to make a very clear offering of different kind of activities and programs. And of course, we wish to align this to our international plan. Today I have already 2 meetings with people in one of in Malaysia, another one in Finland, and they're asking, hey, where are you? Where are your offices in Middle East, or where are your offices in South in Asia? Right now, the Global Sports Innovation Center, as I said, is global, but our headquarters, our only offices are here in Madrid. But we're having a very clear expansion plan. We want to have at least 3 of these centers in 2020 in very strategic areas. So the way that we try to connect this plan with the academic is to actually give the chance, if at some point we have other universities or institutions in different countries, to increase the offer that we have in terms of the GSIC Institute. So at the end, we have many proposals, from our partners, institutions, universities, and we figured out that the European Sport Business School, they show us a very nice proposal. Actually, maybe you have received one of the programs we are going to have in the entrance. Maybe you received the brochure. They gave us, a very good view about what we are looking, and they will be very connected to these goals that we are reaching, or we want to reach. And that's why the GSIC Institute started. Basically, the offer that we have is the master program in digital transformation, which is, the bigger plan and the bigger program for 600 hours. Then we have courses and certifications. First of all, the sports entrepreneurship course. Then something like the master's, but smaller, which is the specialist in digital transformation or the expert in digital transformation. It's important to say, and you see in the screen, we also already have another partner which in charge of give these programs, which is NAM4 Ibérica. They're also partner of us, so they're the ones who is in charge. They're in charge of these programs. So at some point, what we want to have is to increase the offering of the programs in terms of academic and training activities. And then something we have already, and the idea is to put it, more strategically in our duties and our task, is the inspiration days, which is something that we're having almost 1 per week, where universities or entities, companies, etc. They come to the GSIC and we have during around 3 or 5 hours, they visit our showcase, as Iris said, and we also show them some experience and some examples about the innovation in sports, and also the technical workshops, depending on the area, and that's the example that I gave related to business model to startups. We organize this in order to provide to our partners and now to students of this kind of activities. So in general, that's the summary about the GSIC Institute, which is part of the GSIC, and I would love to answer your questions if you have, both of us. No, thank you.
Thank you very much, Eduardo. I'm Héctor Prieto from YBBR. So, what a partner of you, what we have to do to be a teacher in your university?
No, the good thing is that at the end it's a matter of will, and the good thing about this is as I mentioned it, we already know our partners. So when we, start talking, if you're interested in this specific case, we start talking about the options to be inside of either the masters or either the course or even the on-demand training. So it's just a matter of figuring out the expertise of the partner and what's the best value they could give to the program. But
okay.
It's
come with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
have another question. Yeah, how do you advise your partners, or do you have an advisory service about engaging in the best practices in digital media?
Okay, in general, we have, first of all, we have an advisory board, which is based on good experts in different areas. Specifically in some issues like the one you mentioned, we always trying to do specific activities. For example, the last week we organized a virtual webinar, virtual meeting related specifically to health and injury prevention using technology. So what we do is to start checking our partners and say, okay, let's talk to these guys, these 3 or 4 companies. They are expertise on this, and they have a real product related to this. So we do something that it's for the general, for all our ecosystem. It's it's invited to this webinar. So at the end, we are sharing the information not only about a specific product, but the expertise they have in a specific issue, and then, if one of our partners specifically, there needs some kind of mentorship or advisory in terms of a specific issue, we have this kind of between the board and the expertise of our ecosystem, we could advise them specifically in those matters.
Oh, sorry. And the GSIC has different level of partners. One is the strategic partner. The strategic partners represent different areas in the sport industry. One is media or big clubs or big others technology company. And in this case, we aligned the program to the different strategic partners area, and media is one of the most important, the content, no? And in this case, Media Pro is partner of the GSIC, for example.
So thank you very much for your time, and if you want to meet us or talk more in depth about the GSIC or anything related to sport and innovation, we are in the stand of the exactly, what's the name of the stand? 12. Gracias, Jorge. In the stand 12, and we will be around, and maybe I'm pretty sure we will see each other again. Thank you.